Chapter 92, Corpse Yin Sect Part 1. Wang Lin chuckled. He no longer felt much hostility toward this strange blue person. He felt like stretching his body, so he quickly dashed forward like a rabbit. The distance between the two quickly shortened. When the strange blue person saw Wang Lin charging toward him, his eyes locked onto Wang Lin, ready for battle. However, he let out a laugh when he noticed that Wang Lin wasn't using the green sword. He stopped, completely forgetting the reason he came here in the first place, and prepared for battle. Without any hesitation, he ripped off a talisman that released a blue gas. He sucked the blue gas into his body, and his aura suddenly became a lot stronger. His eyes revealed a serious expression as he spat out a few words in his strange language, as if he was trying to tell Wang Lin something. Wang Lin knew that the talismans on the blue man were very strange. Even after receiving a heavy injury from Wang Lin, with just one talisman, the blue man was able to completely recover. After that, Wang Lin became very curious about the talismans. Now, the strange man ripped off another yellow talisman, and his strength suddenly doubled. Without a word, Wang Lin waved his hand. His spiritual energy cycled through his body, and his aura suddenly changed as well. Slivers of blue energy hovered around him. A cold aura surrounded his body, and an extremely cold expression appeared on his face. The strange man's eyes lit up. He opened his mouth and spat out a word that Wang Lin could understand. Strength! With that, he formed a fist. His arm glowed and grew larger as he threw a punch at Wang Lin. Wang Lin's eyes flashed. The yin spiritual energy inside his body came out and formed a fist that collided with the strange man's fist in the air. In the moment of impact, the strange man entered a strange posture. He had one foot was on the ground while leaning toward the left, and he started breathing in a strange pattern. Suddenly, a gust of wind swirled around with him as the center, blowing away all of the nearby rocks, creating a clean, open area around them. Wang Lin's face turned red, and he involuntarily backed up 3 steps as he stared at the strange man. The strange man's heart was in even more of a shock than Wang Lin. He could clearly feel the strange yin spiritual energy entering his body from Wang Lin's fist. The cold energy spread out throughout his body with waves of extreme coldness. If it wasn't for all of the strange symbols on his body, which helped him contain this cold energy, his whole body would have already been frozen solid. Looking at his right hand, which was completely frozen, he was horrified to find that all of the muscles and bones in his right arm had become ice. He looked at Wang Lin with his face pale and said another word Wang Lin could understand. Jai. Wang Lin didn't say anything. Because he didn't know what Jai meant, he shook his head. The strange man was stunned. He ripped off another talisman, causing white and green-colored gas to appear. After the gas disappeared, his right arm returned to normal, but Wang Lin could see that his arm was trembling. He looked at Wang Lin and let out a snort. He blabbed for a while before finally leaving. Wang Lin looked at the strange man until he was gone, then sat down to recall the battle. The energy in the strange man's punch was very strange. It didn't seem to be spiritual energy, but some other type of energy. Strength, he remembered the word the strange man shouted before throwing out that punch. Ignoring the strange punch the strange man threw, Wang Lin was very happy with the power of his yin spiritual energy. He named this type of spiritual energy that could change the structure of things, Jai Yan spiritual energy. Jai, this was what the strange man said after seeing his power. Wang Lin muttered to himself, "It is about time to leave. Once I reach the 5th layer of the underworld ascension method, it will be time to leave. I must find more extreme earth yin locations. I must." Wang Lin knew that he must find extreme yin because in order to break through to higher layers of the underworld ascension method, he would need higher quality yin energy. Although the ruins had dense yan energy, Wang Lin knew that the yin energy here was only around rank 10 dense quality. It may be able to reach rank 1 extreme quality at most. It has to be said that among heaven, earth, mystery, and underworld yin energies, the difference between mystery and underworld wasn't big, but the difference between them and earth and heaven was enormous. Rank 1 good quality earth yin energy was the same as rank 1 extreme quality mystery or underworld yin energy. As for the heaven yin energy that one could only wish for just rank 1 of, ordinary rank was as good as rank 1 extreme quality mystery and underworld energy. While he was pondering, he lifted his head and saw that the strange man was returning. After the strange man came back, he gestured to Wang Lin for a while. The strange man pointed at the surroundings, sucked in a deep breath, then vigorously shook his head. Then he pointed at Wang Lin, then at himself, and made a bunch of gestures. Wang Lin gradually began to understand what this strange person wanted. It seemed the strange man wanted Wang Lin to follow him. Curious, Wang Lin nodded. The strange man moved very fast. He was very familiar with the surroundings and avoided all of the dangerous pits in the swamp. The strange man even entered a fissure in the ground and went into the tunnels underground. After a while, Wang Lin was shocked that they had traveled past the vast swamp area so quickly. 2 days later, the two of them arrived at a deserted corner of the ruins. During these 2 days, the two of them had only stopped to rest once. After they arrived, Wang Lin noticed an intact tower nearby. At the top of that tower was a stone bead almost 2 meters wide. Wang Lin's eyes lit up. This stone bead was almost exactly the same as the one in the ruins. The strange man didn't stop and climbed to the top of the tower. He formed a few seals and touched the stone bead. A ray of light shot out from the stone bead toward the center of the ruin. From a distance, the pillar of light seemed endless. After doing all of that, the strange man jumped down. He waved his hand toward Wang Lin, and the two of them left the place. Time passed. Wang Lin followed the strange man going from one bead to the next. In most places, the towers had already collapsed, but the stone beads were all in perfect condition. One by one, the stone beads were started, and the lights all shot toward the center of the city. When the last stone bead, which was the first one Wang Lin saw, started, the entire city seemed to have changed. Along the way, Wang Lin secretly calculated that there were 8 of these stone beads. The strange man looked into the sky and revealed an anxious look. The two of them rushed toward the center of the city without any rest. At dusk on the 4th day, the two arrived outside the center of the city. The 8 pillars of light were gathered here. The strange man stopped and bowed. His eyes were filled with devotion as he let out song-like words. As his voice became more and more acute, the earth shook as a 100-meter-tall statue rose from the ground. The statue rose halfway up before stopping. The statue was that of a man with long hair. The man looked quaint, his eye intelligent, and his hand held a 100-meter-long spear as he looked into the distance. Around his body was a coiled dragon with its mouth open, as if it was going to attack. The scales on the dragon were so detailed that they almost looked real. The 8 rays of light gathered at the statue, and the eyes of the statue became brighter and brighter. Wang Lin felt like the illusion of this man with long hair was alive. After the statue appeared, the devotion in the strange man's eyes became even deeper. He waved at Wang Lin and urgently pointed at the mouth of the dragon. Wang Lin pondered a little. Without a word, he jumped up several times and arrived near the dragon's head. The moment he got up there, he felt a powerful yin energy coming from below his feet. Wang Lin immediately sat down and formed a seal, making a red light appear. The red light immediately split into 4 and flashed rapidly until all 4 exploded. Wang Lin was in shock. He knew that this meant that the energy in this place had reached the limit of underworld yin energy. It reached extreme quality. Surprised, he quickly started to cultivate and absorb the yin energy. However, this time, the suction range wasn't large and was focused entirely in the few meters around him. From a distance, it looked like a red sphere had appeared and surrounded the dragon's head. Wang Lin sat there for 5 days. In these 5 days, the strange man waited and became more and more anxious each day. He looked into the sky as if something was going to be attracted by the statue. The 9 talismans on his body moved without any wind. Seerly, he was ready to take them off at any time. The Qi Sea was finally opened on the 3rd day and reformed in the early morning of the 5th day. The 5th layer of the underworld ascension method was complete. One more step, then he could form his 2nd cold core. When that was complete, he wouldn't fear late-stage foundation establishment cultivators anymore. Even now, he no longer feared mid-stage foundation establishment cultivators. Next, he tried to raise the quality of his yin's spiritual energy by mixing in the extreme quality yin energy. While he was controlling the fusion, he was also observing his own spiritual energy. He noticed that his spiritual energy turned darker and darker and went from blue to dark blue. He didn't know that his spiritual power was even closer to the Jai realm. At that moment, the world suddenly changed. The sky darkened and the clouds moved as if someone was pushing them with a large hand. Dark fog gathered until it formed the shape of a coffin. An illusionary figure slowly appeared on top of the coffin, its body quickly becoming more solid. A hoarse voice came from the sky. "You mean to say that Master's nascent soul is hiding inside the statue?" The strange man's expression changed greatly.